What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Charlene Town, and for today's video, we're gonna talk about the 5 things that completely changed my body and in reality, changed my life. Now this is gonna be a big one. So grab a snack, grab a cup of coffee, glass of wine, cup of tea, whatever it is, and settle in because this is gonna be a good one. Before we jump into this video, don't forget to hit that little like button. Just go click it. It lets me know that this is content that you like to see. And if you haven't already, please subscribe because it really supports my channel. And if you hit that little notification bell, it'll let you know when my next video comes out. All right, you guys, let's jump right in. All right, like I said, it's gonna be a long one, and here's why. I feel like I've watched videos like this in the past, and I love them. Like, I crave videos like this because for me, information is power, information is knowledge. But I feel like by the time I got to the end of the videos, I always was like, okay, but how? Where are the tools? What are the steps? What do I need to do? So I'm gonna include steps and some resources and some books to read. The more knowledge we have, the better. Am I right? I think so. So let's settle in and get started with tip number 1. Tip number 1, for me personally, I had to change my mindset. Mindset was key for me. For a long time, my mindset was work out to look good in a bikini because you're going on this vacation, or you're gonna be at a friend's wedding, you wanna look good in a dress for that wedding. And it was like I had to have a goal to get there. So I would work out like crazy and I would starve myself, all bad things. But I would do this for like 6 months, look maybe the way I wanted to. And then as soon as I hit that place, it was like, okay, now I've punished myself for 6 months, reward, right? So it was like, drink all the drinks, eat all the food. It was just this horrible cycle. When I changed my mindset and realized that this is how I want to eat and how I want to exercise every day, a mental switch happened for me and it just became my lifestyle. Another mindset change for me was when I stopped eating to lose weight. When I stopped thinking about eating in a calorie deficit in order to lose weight, and when I started eating nutrient-dense foods that fuel my body, it completely changed. Like, my body just completely changed. And another big one is when I stopped wanting to look like someone else. When I let go of the idea of wanting to look like a supermodel. When I let go of the idea of needing to weigh a specific weight. When I let go of the need to be someone else and I accepted, this is me, I'm gonna eat right for my body, I'm gonna do what's right for my body. It just went where I wanted it to go all these years on its own. How amazing is that? And I truly believe that when you choose a healthy lifestyle, you're gonna choose healthy foods, you move because it makes you feel better, you eat because it makes you feel good. When it's not, oh, well, I get to eat fast food. Fast food becomes a reward. When you change your mindset and you're like, man, I get to eat this huge, delicious salad, or I can make healthy pizza, and it doesn't even have to be called healthy pizza. It could just be pizza. The way I make pizza now, I absolutely love it, and it is a total treat for me, but I eat in the way that it works best for my body. Another big one for me was choosing to move my body with intention every day. Doing HIIT workouts, my brain craves working hard and pushing myself to extremes, but when I really started to listen to my body screams no. It sends me into a flare every single time. Now, I know that it's not that extreme for so many people, but are you doing something every single day that you absolutely love? It could be walking, swimming, dancing. It could be so many different things, but moving your body with intention every single day. Now, there's a couple books that I'm gonna be jumping back and forth to. One book that I highly recommend. I bought this book when it came out. It's The Body Book by Diaz. This book just blew my mind. I did not know how to eat right for my body at all, and I was so hungry for knowledge. This book is beautiful, one, because it actually sounds like Diaz is talking to you, and who doesn't love Diaz? I love her, huge fan. If you wanna fall in love with your body, if you wanna just learn a little bit more about your body, this book, it's so easy to understand. She breaks down cells, she breaks down movement, she breaks down so many different things. Okay, so I'm gonna read you something that really changed my world. When I read this part of the book, it just flipped a switch for me so long ago, and it's called The Power of Habits. It says, here's what I found out about habits. Habits are the way our brains perform familiar activities unconsciously, so we can save energy for other tasks. Part of building new habits is making better choices. A part of making better choices is understanding the places where we have stopped choosing, reassessing the passive decisions we've been making habitually, and making new conscious choices that support our long-term goals. Choices. Then ask yourself if you like the result of your choices. If not, don't panic, because the good news is once you become aware of your ingrained choices, you have the power to change them. But first, you have to take responsibility. You have to recognize what your habits are if you want to engage your discipline to change them. And you have to wake up. Okay, 1, acknowledging that some of the things that I had been doing were just something that I'd gotten into a habit of. Eating late at night, drinking every single day, eating dessert every night, adding extra cheese or extra salt to my meals, putting butter on everything. These are just little subconscious things that I've done all my life because that's just how we ate. When I became aware of that and I realized that I have the power, you have 100% control of what food goes in your mouth every single day. That sounds aggressive. For me, I know. When I first heard that, I was like, because it's hard to hear. It's hard to hear that you are where you are because it was a choice, no matter where you are. I know for me personally, when I first heard that statement, I got angry. I probably said some curse words because how dare you? How dare you tell me? I mean, I'm sick. I have psoriatic arthritis. I could list all of the things that made me who I am, where I am right now today. But when I sat with it and I journaled with it and I accepted that, the power to change those decisions was overwhelming. When I finally let go of, oh, well, my husband's never gonna eat the way I'm gonna eat, so I'm just gonna eat like him. When I let go of, well, I don't wanna be rude, so I'm gonna eat the cupcake. Or I don't wanna be rude, somebody brought, cookies. I don't wanna eat cookies. Cookies don't make me feel good. I can't eat gluten. Gluten doesn't make me feel good, right? So when I let go of trying to please everyone else and I realized that the choices that I made were my own and that I had control, whoa, you guys, it's really powerful. And it's a tool to know that you have the choice and you have the power to change the subconscious decisions that you've made. You can do it. I believe in you, which leads us right into tip number 2. Tip number 2 is all about diet and the foods that you put in your body. Why do we eat what we eat? Do we eat what we eat because it's just something that we've been eating for a long time? Is it the way we were raised? Is it, we moved out on our own, we went to college, we started living on our own? It really wasn't until I met my husband that I started learning a little bit more about food and a little bit more about diet. I started craving knowledge of how to heal my body with food. Now, I know that not all of us struggle with psoriatic arthritis or chronic illness or inflammation, but tool number 2, and I know if you follow me on Instagram, I kind of beat this one dead, but I am telling you this book. Now, I want to make a disclaimer. Eating paleo is not going to make you skinny. Eating any specific diet, it's not going to make you skinny or healthy, right? Because you can eat unhealthy in any kind of diet you want. Eating a calorie deficit is the only way you're going to lose weight, and you can do that in any way that you want. When I say this book is incredible, I'm going to tell you why. I've read at least 5 other books that talk about healing your body with food. This is the easiest one to read. It makes the most sense. It teaches you how to read labels. It provides you with a 30-day reset. This is the best one I've ever tried. And I don't need to try another one because this is the best. I love this book. specifically for the 30-day reset. There's a lot of really good information in this book, and I think it gives you a lot of power, and I feel like just reading it makes you feel like you can take control of your life, and I highly recommend it to everyone I know. But the 30-day reset is easy to follow. It explains why you're eating the foods that you're eating, and then it teaches you how to reintroduce all of the food groups back into your body, including dairy, including bread, including alcohol, because Kresser believes that all of our bodies are different. We all can handle different things. It teaches you how to be a food detective. It teaches you how to listen to your body. I did this 30-day reset 3 years ago in 2017. Since that day, I have learned, and I'm still learning because I'm still trying new foods. I haven't incorporated everything back in my diet. I still try things every now and then because when my body is really healthy and my inflammation levels are low, I can handle little bits of quinoa or I can handle a little bit of dairy. When I'm really inflamed, I can't. I know that I have to take it down to the bare bones. The wonderful thing about this for me is that I've learned what foods make my body feel good. I've learned what I can eat that makes my body move and work and feel good. If at the end of the day you feel bloated, nauseous, gassy, that's not comfortable. I used to go to sleep every single night with my stomach just out to here, so uncomfortable because I was eating foods that weren't good for my body, and they were healthy foods. I'm talking beans, rice, quinoa, oats, lots of things, but there were so many things that I thought I was eating that were good for me that I was like, I don't understand. I know that if at the end of the day I'm bloated, I know I need to look back at what I ate that day, because this book has taught me how to eat right for my body, how to listen to my body, how to read the signs of my body. And how empowering is that? If you can learn how to eat right for your body, what else do you need? And how powerful is that? To own the control of your body. One, to know that you have 100% control of what you put in it. And two, to learn what foods make you feel good. Who doesn't want to feel good? Who wants to feel bloated and gross at the end of the day? I've just learned how to modify things so that I can still eat the way I want to eat. I just eat in a way that's healthy for my body. So if you're interested in learning how to eat right for your body, I'm telling you, I think it's $12 on Amazon, maybe $13 on Amazon. I will link it down below. I have one more life-changing thing from the body book. This literally changed my life, and I'll explain why after I'm done reading it. Did you know humans get hungry 5 to 6 times a day of every week, of every month, of every year? Hunger is your body urging you to take care of yourself, to give you energy so that you can live your life. Everything that you do requires energy. You burn energy while you are sitting, standing, running, walking, talking. Just thinking requires an amazing amount of energy. 20% of your body's energy supply is used by your big, gorgeous, energy-hungry brain. Hunger is not your enemy. It is a signal from the deepest part of you, cueing you toward survival. That's why it's so important to listen to your hunger and to honor it by choosing the best possible source of energy that you can find. What an amazing revelation. You never have to be hungry anymore. It almost makes me want to cry. For so many years of my life, I've hated being hungry. Hated it. I hated my hunger. Because every time I got hungry, I would eat or I would starve myself. I didn't realize that the foods that I was eating were actually toxic for my body. So I would be bloated. My body was in pain. Hunger meant that I was gonna get fat. To me, in my head, this brain, it was like, if you eat, you're gonna be heavy. If you don't eat, you'll be skinny. Isn't that what we think? If we eat less, we'll weigh less. I'll tell you what, I eat more now than I ever did before, ever. I've had it highlighted in this book, and every time I reread it, I'm like, yes, yes. And the fact that I have the choice to eat good, healthy food to fuel my body, to make me feel good, is so empowering. And it's so important. Acknowledging your hunger, listen to it, crave it. It's got your back. because your hunger, it's coming from that deepest part of you that's telling you, I just need energy. I just need some fuel to keep you moving. Like, come on, man, help me out. It literally just changed my life. And we're gonna move right into tip number 3. Tip number 3 is exercise. Now, we already talked about moving your body every day, and I do believe that just going for a walk, getting your heart rate up a little bit is so good. I put my hand to my heart when I say I lost 20 pounds walking and doing gentle foam rolling and exercise. I'll insert the pictures right here, okay? After having my daughter 2 years ago, I could barely walk, and I was the heaviest I'd ever been. That is that transformation right there. I had to start small. I started with a 5-minute walk, a 10-minute walk. And the biggest key for me was changing my idea of what exercise was. We have to redefine what exercise looks like for all of us. Is lifting weights really good for you? I love lifting weights. I love body weighted exercise. I love yoga. Finding something that works best for your body. And it's a habit. It takes 10 days to create a habit. If you start moving every single day, start with 10 minutes a day and then bump it up to 30 minutes a day. My specific workout is about 30 to 45 minutes a day. Do I still do foam rolling, yoga, and stretching? Probably. I normally do that before bedtime because that's how I meditate and get ready for bed. So take your time. Just ease into it slowly. It takes 10 days to create a habit. So start creating healthy habits. Start with the daily 10. Make it something that you just do every single day. I really started seeing a lot of changes in my body when I switched my focus. I started following Katie with Love Sweat Fitness. I was doing my walking, my gentle stretching, and 10 minutes of body weighted exercises. And if you need a program, the Love Sweat Fitness app is absolutely incredible. You start on beginner. They've got full-length videos in there. They've got your daily 10 exercise in there. It's absolutely fantastic. Highly, highly recommend. I will link Love Sweat Fitness and everything down below for them. You can download the app for free and just get the daily 10 and just start with the daily 10. Highly, highly recommend. Go follow me on Instagram. I'm at @thesickfitchick_LSF because I'm part of Team LSF. Become part of the community and be ready to be so encouraged and loved and supported. If you think you can't work out at home, or if you feel really lonely sitting on your couch where you are right now, go make your Instagram account. Come find me, because there is a whole community out there waiting for you. I'm telling you, it's the best thing I've ever done. Changing your mindset and saying, I have a body that works. I have a body that moves. I want to move my body. Exercise doesn't have to be a chore. It can be something that you love. It's okay to love it. Fall in love with your body. Fall in love with exercise, because it's gonna change your life. Just move your body every single day. It is such a blessing. And again, going back to mindset, working out because I love my body, working out because I appreciate my body, instead of working out because I hate my body. When I used to work out to earn my cocktails or to earn my weekend, I was literally working out because I hated my body. I would see my body in the mirror at the gym and I would cry. I hated the way I looked. I didn't feel good, didn't look the way I wanted to look. So I would work out really hard and I'd get really red and super sweaty. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna sweat it out. Today's the day. Like, my body's gonna change. My body's gonna change. I can do this if I just put one foot in front of the other, put my head down. And to be honest, it wasn't until I started sending love to myself and appreciating my body and loving my body and working out in a way that was good for my body, and I listened to my body, did it actually start to change. And it's the best. Like, I had no idea my body could look like this. I've never looked like this. I learned to love myself, and I eat because I love myself. I move because I love myself, and I exercise because I love this body. Even when it's in a flare, I love this body. So, mindset. We're gonna keep going back to mindset over and over and over again. So we're gonna move right along into tip number 4. Tip number 4 is you absolutely have to have a community. You just do. If you're at home, sitting on the couch, feeling lonely, even if you're going to the gym by yourself and you're worried about what those other people think about you, and I'm just gonna work out in my little corner by myself. I'm gonna go to this workout class and I'm gonna hope that nobody sees me. You need a community. You need people to support you, to check in on you, to say, hey man, how you doing? How'd your workout go? Check in about life, talk about kids, talk about no kids. Team LSF is an incredible community, and I honestly wouldn't be here where I am without them. Because I started with the LSF Summer Shape Up Challenge in 2019. It was my first foot into the community. It was meeting the girls and starting to DM with them, and then they started checking in on me, so then I'd start checking in on them, and it just became this beautiful community of people that I have not met in real life, that I have made some real connections with, who I really love and adore. I just can't say enough good things about the Team LSF community. I feel like I talk about them in every video because I truly believe if you're on a weight loss journey, if you want to make it work, you got to put yourself out there. You have to dive in. You have to jump into the community. Know that you're worth it. Know that you're good enough. Know that we all start somewhere. I'm still in the starting part of my journey. I'm still learning every day, and you need people to support you. You need that. I didn't know how badly I needed that until I found this group, and it's amazing. Come be friends with me. Go find Team LSF. They are ready and waiting for you. All right, so let's move on to tip number 5. Tip number 5 is, how do you create those healthy habits? Because it's easy to say, buy the book, do the diet, read this book, be inspired. Those inspire me. But to be honest, I read both of those books years ago, and it wasn't until a year ago that I really figured it all out. So my healthy habits are: 1, have a nighttime routine. Set yourself up for success the night before. I wake up, I have my workout clothes, I get ready in workout clothes. It's one less thing that I have to fight myself on later. If I wake up in the morning, put makeup on, and get a cute little outfit on, am I gonna wanna put on my gym clothes? No. No, I am not. I look good. I'm gonna stay in that. So I like to get my gym clothes on, I get my workout done in the morning, so that if I have to go somewhere or I need to go somewhere and I want to take a shower or just wash my face again and get ready for the day, I've already got my workout in. And isn't that great? So set yourself up for success the night before. Tip number 2, how do you have a good nighttime routine and a good morning routine? Okay, so I have 2 that I use. This morning sidekick, which my beautiful friend Chelsea got me, and I have the Rachel Hollis Start Today journal. I absolutely love it. It is really good for gratitude. It's really good if you have goals. It's a really great way to make your dreams a reality. The reason that I like the sidekick journal is that it starts the night before. If you're not a morning person, this specifically teaches you how to become a morning person and why it's important to be a morning person and blah, blah, blah. What I use it for is it gives you this, what time I'm going to bed, what time I'm planning on waking up in the morning, all the things that you need to do that day. I think as soon as you get to a certain point, you talk about the magical moments that you had that day. So it's really nice to have like a reflection on your day. And then it's 5 things that you can do the next morning. So break it down super simple. Get dressed, put your contacts in, drink a cup of coffee on the couch, 10 minutes of yoga, meditate. You know what I mean? Like pick your 5 things. It asks you what your most important task for the day is. My favorite thing of all things, one way you can improve your life, 1%. By 1%. When I first read that, I was like, this is dumb. What do you even mean 1%? Like, what's 1% gonna do for me? It has changed my life, you guys. 1% every day. It's like, how can you make your life better every day? What's one thing that can make your life so much easier? You wanna know what it started with? I was like, man, if I had a nightlight in my bathroom, because I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, it's dark, and my bathroom is like a dark hole, and I was getting ready with my phone light on, and I was like, you know what, if I just had a little nightlight in this room that was on when I would come in the morning. My husband found one and he plugged it in, and I was like, oh my God, that's magical. And then it was like, oh my goodness, you know, if I had a phone charger in the living room because my phone was dying constantly, I was like, if I just had a phone charger in the living room, I mean, we have the extra chargers. All I had to do was move it. 1%, you guys. And it slowly started to build. And it was like, okay, if I meditated for 10 minutes a day, what's 10 minutes? You know what I mean? It's like, what's 1% that you can do every single day that's better? It's like you're making your life better every single day. How amazing is that? So amazing. To me, I love it. Anyway, so normally what I do is I kind of just combined the two, and I have my own little journal that I put it in. I write down 5 things that I'm really grateful for. I write down a list of 5 things that I want to have done the next day. Are there always more things that need to get done? Yes, but 5 things that you can tick off a list, trust me, start small, because you'll feel accomplished and you'll actually get your goals done. If I write down 10 pages of things that I need to have done, I just feel like a failure because nobody can get 10 pages of things done every single day. Am I right? You can have a master list of all these things that you want to have done or accomplished. Just pick 5 every day. That way you can slowly start ticking things off your list. I write down my 1%. What's the one thing that I can do 1% better the next day? And I write down what is my most important thing that I need to get done that day. Now, how can you turn that into working out? How can you turn that into making your life better? I mean, 1% every single day. Eat an apple instead of a bag of chips. One thing, 1%. When people tell me, wow, Charlene, great job. Wow, I don't know how you did it. How did you do that? It's just a little bit every day. Honestly, changing my mindset and learning what foods make my body feel good and wanting that. When people are like, well, I could just never do it. No, you can, you don't want to do it. And that's okay. If you choose that you don't want to do it, that means you're happy in the body that you're in. And that's okay. You get to make those decisions because you have the choices, right? We all have that choice. So for me personally, I just want my body to feel good. So I eat foods that make my body feel good. I did the research and I took the 30 days because it's only 30 days. When I first did that diet, I was like, oh my God, you guys, it's 30 days. I did not think I could get through it. It was a really fast 30 days. Oh, my baby's awake. Okay. Oh my goodness, you guys. I feel like I have so much stuff to talk to you guys about. This could literally just go on forever. Setting yourself up for success at nighttime, having a good morning routine really helps. For me personally, I like to put my movement in first thing in the morning. If I just get to do my yoga that day, it's anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes of yoga. At least I've moved my body once that day. And that is the most important thing for me, is just movement every single day, moving with intention every single day. So for me personally, that's getting it done first thing in the morning and then having the rest of my day. If I have more time to get in a leg and booty workout or arms and abs, yes, winning, that's exactly what I want. But if not, if my day takes me in a different direction, I have planned my movement and I've made that plan the night before. I've got myself set up in the morning and I'm just ready to go. How amazing is that? Improving your life 1% every day is huge, and those little things start to snowball, and those little effects of thinking positively, moving your body in a positive way, finding one thing that's going to better yourself every day, making 1% just change every single day. That's it. It's small baby steps. Maybe it's slathering your salad in ranch salad dressing, which I'll never understand. I'm not a ranch fan. But instead of just taking the bottle and pouring it on, I think the serving suggestion on all salad dressings is 2 tablespoons, which is a lot of salad dressing, and it's a lot of calories. So start with the 2 tablespoons of ranch dressing, and then maybe try 1. Then maybe try a delicious vinaigrette. For me personally, olive oil and balsamic vinegar with a little bit of chunky salt is delicious on salad, just my personal opinion. So it's finding that 1% every day. It's taking things back just a little bit. For me personally, when I'm cooking, I used to cook with a tablespoon of olive oil. Why a tablespoon? I don't know. I think it's because the serving suggestion says a tablespoon is so many calories. So I was like, okay, great. A tablespoon is what I need. And then I started halving that, and I started halving that. And now I cook with like the tiniest amount of olive oil because I don't really need all of that oil. It's just extra calories and it's just more of something that I don't need. Does that make sense? It's just those little tricks that you can do every single day that just helps you a little bit every single day. If you're gonna go check out Love Sweat Fitness and do the LSF app, start with the daily 10, just get the free version, do the daily 10, start moving your body every single day. For me personally, it was really important to learn what foods made my body feel good, learn what foods didn't make my body feel good, breaking down those barriers in your head, the stories that we've told ourselves and the habits that we've learned as small children that go with us. We don't just get rid of that because we grew up. You have to break down some of these walls and learn your body again. I had to learn my body again. I had to learn when I was hungry. I had to stop eating when I was full, and eating in the way of the 30-day reset it taught me that in 30 days because there was no calorie deficit. It wasn't about calories. It wasn't about losing weight. It was about learning how to eat what's right for your body, which was fantastic because if I was hungry, I'd pick food off of list 1 and 2 and I would eat. And if I wasn't hungry, I didn't eat. And it was just so important. It was like tools and skills that I learned in those 30 days that has carried me and has just snowballed. And then I started working with Love Up Fitness. You gotta have all of the puzzle pieces because if you wanna lose weight, what's your why? Do you just wanna lose weight? Do you want to feel better? Do you want to reduce inflammation? What is your why? For me, it's reducing inflammation. Yeah, I wanted to lose weight at the beginning, especially at the beginning. I'm 45 pounds less than I was before. I think it's like find your why, baby steps. Be kind to yourself. Tell yourself you're beautiful every single day because you are. Right now. You're beautiful the way you are right now. And you have to believe that. You have to know that in your soul. Put the little post-it up that says, I'm beautiful. Tell yourself you're beautiful. Look in the mirror. Put your hand on your heart and your hand on your belly. Take a deep breath. And say, I love myself. I am enough. I am good enough. I deserve this. I deserve good things. I deserve to have the body that I want. I deserve to have the life that I want. It just takes one step at a time. It has to be a lifestyle. If you really want it to work and you want it to last, it's gotta be a lifestyle. Can you have goals if you're like going on a trip? Sure. If that's inspiration for you, great. But do it in a healthy way. Don't starve yourself and maybe crush an extra workout. Find a workout group. Come join us on some challenges. Do it because you love yourself, not because you hate yourself. I feel like I could just keep talking on and on, but I'm gonna cut it off here. What's your 1%? How can you improve your life by 1% tomorrow? Think about that. Write that down in your journal tonight. Start a nighttime routine. I'm gonna be filming a nighttime routine coming up, so that's gonna be really fun. Keep your eyes out for that so you guys can see what I've got going on in my nighttime routine. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. I would love to answer them for you. I'm gonna have everything that I've talked about in this video linked down below for you so you can go check out that. Go follow me on Instagram. I'm at thesickfitchick_LSF. I would love to send love and encouragement your way. If you're sitting on a couch like I was 2 years ago, 45 pounds heavier, in the most pain I had been in my life, desperate for movement and for a change, to look in the mirror and see somebody that I liked, that's where I was 2 years ago. If that's where you are today, if you just feel stuck, if you are in a body that you don't like and you don't recognize, these are my tips. This is how I got out of that. I ate right. I chose healthy foods. I moved my body every day. It started with a walk. You can do it. I believe in you. If this is a video you enjoyed watching, don't forget to hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Bye.